Welcome to Tricia's Rose City Framing Podcast, where we explore the art, craftsmanship, and stories behind custom picture framing in East Texas. This show is hosted by Tricia Pottinger, owner of Tricia's Rose City Framing in Tyler, Texas. Each episode takes a closer look at what goes into preserving meaningful items, from family heirlooms to fine art. You'll hear real insights, practical guidance, and stories that highlight why quality framing matters. Let's dive in.
Every piece that comes through our shop has a story, and today we're going to explore a little bit of that together. Whether it's preserving a family memory or creating something new, this is what we love to do. One question I've been asked quite a bit is, how do you start a custom framing business in a short time? And I'll be honest with you, it's not as simple as it might sound. It takes clarity, commitment, and a willingness to take full ownership of the outcome. For us, that journey really started with frustration. I was working at a big box store, and I could see where quality and craftsmanship were being compromised. It didn't sit right with me because I truly believe this is a craft that deserves care and precision. There was a moment at the dinner table with my husband where everything shifted. We realized that if we were going to do this the right way, we had to do it ourselves. That decision led to opening Tricia's Rose City Framing here in Tyler, Texas in just 30 days. Now, when people hear that, they often think it must have been easy or lucky. The truth is, it was intense and very focused. Every day was spent making decisions, finding a location, setting up equipment, and preparing to serve people the way we believed they deserved. So let me answer that question clearly. How do you start a custom framing business in a short time? You start by being very clear on your standards and what you are not willing to compromise. For us, that meant quality over quantity from day one. We were not trying to be the fastest or the cheapest option in East Texas. We wanted to build something that people could trust with their most meaningful items. Another important piece was understanding the craft itself. Custom picture framing is not something you just pick up overnight. It takes training, experience, and a deep understanding of materials and techniques. We already had that foundation, and that made a big difference. Without that, trying to open a framing shop quickly would be incredibly difficult. It's important to know what you are stepping into before you take that leap. There's also the reality of risk. We didn't borrow money to start the business, so everything was on us. If it succeeded, it was because of our work, and if it failed, that responsibility was ours too. That level of ownership changes how you approach things. You pay attention to every detail, and you make decisions with intention. It's important that your values guide your actions, especially in those early days. One thing that really stood out to me was how quickly the community responded. People in Tyler and across East Texas care about quality and relationships. They want to work with someone who listens and takes care of what they bring in. We made money in our first month, which honestly surprised us. Not because we didn't believe in the work, but because we knew how new everything was. It showed us that there was a real need for craftsmanship and integrity in this space. If you are thinking about starting something like this, I would encourage you to ask yourself a few honest questions. Do you understand the craft well enough to deliver quality work? Are you willing to put in the time and effort it takes to build trust? Because at the end of the day, this business is not just about frames. It's about people and the stories they bring through your door. That's what makes it meaningful, and that's what keeps it going. Here in our shop, whether we are working on a simple photo or a complex shadow box, the approach is the same. We really want to understand the story and create something that honors it. That mindset started from the very beginning and has never changed. So the takeaway I would leave you with is this. Starting a custom framing business quickly is possible, but only if you are grounded in the right values and willing to do the work the right way. It's not about speed, it's about clarity, craftsmanship, and commitment. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today here on the show. If you ever have something special you're thinking about framing, we would absolutely love to help you here at Tricia's Rose City Framing in Tyler, Texas.
Thank you for listening to Tricia's Rose City Framing Podcast. If you have something meaningful you're thinking about framing, Tricia and her team would love to help. you can visit Tricia's Rose City Framing at 214 Shelley Drive in Tyler, Texas, or reach out at 903-321-4060 to learn more about custom framing and preservation services. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes focused on craftsmanship, care, and preserving what matters most.